What's up, everybody? It's Lids, and we're back for some more Witcher. And last time round, we fought a vampire, apparently. Also, have we ever remember why there's a giant ditch over here? I don't know if we did. We also talked to some potential suspects, some people who had more information about Berenger, and other people who might help us sort out what exactly is happening here, and got ambushed once or twice by a bunch of guards. Also, I'm realizing, we weren't allowed to go into the hospital through the main door, but, oh man, I thought we'd be able to sneak in through the side. I thought we were being all clever. So, I believe our main quest is in this general area. If I take a quick look here, but I think that we ran into several other quest updates near the end of the last episode, and that it might make sense to just give ourselves a general overview here. It's a mysterious tower. Witness the arrest of Golan Vivaldi, was the dwarf that we met just before he got arrested. Then we popped back into his house for a second. Oh, okay, here are the cops. I hoped he would help me find one of the books for Calcine. For all he is dwarf, perhaps I should come up with a way of breaking him out of prison. Perhaps I should devise a plan of breaking the dwarf out of prison. That seems like an awfully elaborate and risky plan just to talk to somebody who may theoretically have knowledge of something that we would like to know about, but you would think there would be other people much easier to converse with who might also have this information instead, rather than having our minds dead set on picking this one guy who is now in prison. Who's that? Berenger's Secret. I'm guessing this is one of the more main quest line type of things. Thaler, was he the fence? Who apparently is like an illegal trader? Told me he bought Berenger's belongings. Yeah, that is the fence dude. From a man named Coleman. Works for someone called Ramsmy. Apparently, I can find Coleman at the Hairy Bear Inn. That was one thing that I was thinking we might want to actually do before we head over this way and continue along the way we were going to go, because I get the feeling that the way we were about to go would lead us to a lot of things that would be hard to remove ourselves from. So it might make more sense to get some of the more peripheral things done first and then do that. So he's not likely to talk willingly, so I need a way to squeeze some information out of him about Berenger. I need to get information about Berenger from Coleman, regular the Hairy Bear Inn. So yeah, that might be the one that makes the most sense to put on our mini-map. Apparently we've gone far enough down this side to actually have this stuff show up on the mini-map, but I don't remember going over here. So my guess is there's probably plenty of stuff that we have not yet seen over there that might be of note. Find the door. Oh, to the key we found in the sewers. Okay, that was a while ago. Fist fight, we know about that. Taylor bought the sword from some notorious gambler at the Hairy Bear Inn. Okay, this is probably the same person. That's what I don't fully understand why. It seems as though oftentimes there are multiple quests listed here that seem like they're for the same thing. Like Memory of a Blade and Berenger's Secret right now seem like they're more or less the same thing. Prison Break we were just reading about freeing the dwarf friend. And here, decided to give Thaler the benefit of the doubt for now. He is guilty. Evidence should surface soon enough. For more information on Thaler, go to the character section of the journal. Ah, that's the first time we've actually had reference to going here. Oh, we also have a little bit of information on Berenger here. For a photo that I would not have expected us to have. Berenger was seen in the outskirts earlier. He agreed to kill the beast, but then disappeared. He fear facing the monster? No, I suspect not. He did find a way into Vizima. Supposedly. Well, I guess he has people who know him in Vizima. Doesn't necessarily mean he's actually been in here directly. The person we're looking for was Taylor, or was Taylor? Okay. In the temple quarter of Vizima lies a fence named Baylor. He has many things that belong to Berenger, and also deals in illegal goods. Spence is a repulsive man and uses particularly foul language. I do remember that. During the day, he can be found in his store, which is located in a house in the Temple Quarter. Baylor put Berenger's Witcher equipment up for sale. I wonder how he acquired these things. Okay. Let's take a quick peek about any other remaining quests here that we may not have looked at, but I don't see any others with exclamation points on them. So yeah, I think we actually ought to double back a little bit here, and unfortunately, we may have to walk around the other side of the hospital to actually get over here. Oh no. Did pull off a shortcut, it appears. And Gravedigger. Yikes. Do we actually have stuff to say?
What'll it be? Pine or oak, perhaps? An entire crypt? Let's see. 5 ells wide.
Ew.
What are you talking about?
Why would you come to a gravedigger? So I ask you, who will you be burying? Fear not, my prices are reasonable.
I'm here for another reason.
You should plan ahead. Very well. What is it you want?
Why would we give something to him? I don't know. The cemetery is apparently shut, so why is it shut?
Why is the cemetery
I don't
shut?
know.
Because the dead refuse to rest in peace. Fear not, they stay in their graves in sunlight. Someone should tend to them, though. Perhaps someone will offer a reward, but for now, no one seems bothered.
You agree to pay me? It doesn't sound like it's going to be him.
I'll deal with it when you agree to pay
But
me.
maybe someone else?
For now, farewell.
We can see.
Think putting a dead body to rest is easy? Do what you will. Perhaps the watch captain will reward you.
Won't hurt to check.
Okay.
What do you need?
In that case, that may be all the information we need. Thank you. Okay. The place I was actually looking to go to is apparently... Oh. Is it downstairs?
Oh,
Technically, in how we get there exactly, I'm not 100% positive. Never mind, I found the stairs.
Incredible. Zima boasts a bad neighborhood.
Okay, so seeing as how this is, of course, going on YouTube, I'm thinking we probably will not be paying much attention to that location. We're just gonna keep on going here. Although, you have a name, an actual name, does suggest that you may have some additional significance beyond just being affiliated with that establishment that we do not care to do business with. So this is, or at least close to, the location. Alright, I am going to talk to you.
Care to relax a little, handsome?
Only a little.
Depends. I'm open to suggestions.
Let's talk.
All right, we'll chat. But I'm counting on more.
Surprise me.
We know so little about love. It's like a pear, sweet and shapely. But try describing that shape without saying pear.
Like an apple, but slightly more narrow. Okay, I don't like where this is headed. I was really hoping you would have other significant things that did not directly have to do with your current occupation.
I'm no poet, but I can tell a peach when I see one.
A charmer? If this conversation carries on, I'll want some of that fruit.
That actually would be of interest. Yeah, and only that.
Any work for a witcher?
Some men are troubling my girls. Take care of it and we'll compensate you generously.
There we go, see?
I'll see what I can do. Where can I find these men?
There are 3 places they frequent at night.
Mark them on my map.
Okay. I bet one of them is probably quite close. At least one. Seeing as how we are in this general area where supposedly this nefarious business tends to take place. The bandits are harassing girls working in the street near Harry Bear. Only a bastard wouldn't need help me. I need to go 3 most dangerous places at night, kick some bandits' butts. That should help. Need to go 3 most dangerous places and kick some butt. If we were to look at said locations, they would be where? Not sure you are showing me at the moment, because I think I did not do that. Okay. Don't necessarily know if there's a timing component to any of that, or we actually need to do that immediately. I think it's actually not close to morning. So, we're gonna be in pretty serious trouble if we don't beeline it straight for those places. Possibly. Which sword do we have at the moment? Steel sword? And this one is the closest. Take a left, and then a right. So I'm expecting that, huh? Priest? Huh? Supposedly it's right here. Like, I'm directly on top of it. But I bet it's too early in the day now, because it seems as though the sun just happened to come out. So, maybe next time, question mark? Assuming that bad things haven't happened to you now, that have delayed. Ooh, okay, great. Lots of contracts. Do like that. Okay, we ought to read those. Because last time we got these, we did not read them immediately. Okay. Order of the Flaming Rose will reward brave exterminations of the drowned dead. As proof of having defeated the monsters, 10 drowned dead tongues must be delivered. Knight Siegfried, hey, our friend, at the headquarters of the Order. The drowned dead entry in the bestiary is required to complete this contract. I assume we have it? There's a chance we already have done that. I think we've tended to pick up brain tissue, not necessarily tongues. So we may be starting from 0 here. I think we are, actually. Okay, what else do we have? That's the one we just read. Drowned dead. Dog contract, what? Pay well for the elimination of stray dogs? No! No! I think we did accidentally take one out when we were fighting the vampire-ish dude not long ago. But I'm not thrilled about that. What is an Alghoul? Pay for the marrow of 3 Alghouls. Must be fresh. Calixtine, of course, is. Alghoul entry in the bestiary is required to complete this contract. I have no idea what those are. Not even the weird vampire-y thing that we fought recently. Handsome reward awaits any individual supplying 3 fruit stalks. Oh, that's the weird Treebeards that we fought a while ago for Auto. Need the root stalks as evidence of having exterminated plants. Yep. Inquire with the gardener working by St. Libodia's Hospital. Okay. Assume we probably have that entry because we've already fought them. And then this one, wolf pelts. Deliver the landing in the swamp. 10 pelts required. Ask for Jean-Pierre. We've not seen any wolves. I don't think. That's new to us. And oh! We must have gotten this when we were picking up that key in the sewer. I don't think we've read this. Instructions for Eric. Eric! The tortured blasphemers gave us only very general information. We note that the worshippers of the Lionhead Spider meet in one of the dungeons in the sewers. Okay. So, one would assume we may have actually been there already. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to determine its location. One of the cultists had a key, which we, I assume, now have, which you will find enclosed. Yep, okay. I wager anything that it opens the doors to the meeting place. Okay, we did see a bunch of gates down in the sewers. We probably could have experimented with that key to see if any of them would have opened one of those gates, but I think we experimented with the gates, and then we got the key, so our order of operations was not right. One of the cultists had a key, you will find it closed. I wager anything, it opens one of those. To go into the sewers, try to locate the dungeon in question, let the eternal fire light your way in the darkness. Okay, so yeah, we should have everything necessary to do that. What's that? Oh. Okay, so that's all the stuff that we can do, but that's a lot of reading. Let's do some talking. Okay, probably more people fighting in here, because that seems to be a thing at any and all of these places. Don't mind me as I steal your alcohol directly in front of your face. Now, see, we are supposed to take out stray dogs. This is probably not the best place to do that. It's also medium strength. We used up most, maybe even all, of our strong alcohols when we were crafting a bunch of stuff recently for various fights. I'm assuming this guy is probably pretty significant, seeing as how he has a name. Other than that, we have lots of fist fighters. Butterbean? Hold on. What?
What?
You an experienced fist fighter?
Smacked a few. Why?
I defeated Fat Fred, so I'm looking for another opponent.
You take issue with fat folk.
No.
Are you fighting or are you running home to mama?
What's the wager?
75 orange.
Ooh. Yeah. I'm broke.
Any rules?
Just one. No rules apply.
Right.
Nice.
So you in?
I'm in.
It's a lot higher stakes than what we've had in our previous fights.
Who wants to get slapped?
Excuse you. He does hit harder. He's also dodging some of these, I assume is what those strange maneuvers are. We're also faster than him, though, so we'll catch him mid-attack, apparently, and he's already done. No problemo. Okay. I think he's down. Not 100% sure, but he hasn't moved
I'm saying
in 5
double.
minutes.
I win.
Choose 2 bottles of Mandrake cordial, a golden necklace, or 150 orange.
I'm assuming the Mandrake cordial is a couple bottles of strong alcohol. I was just saying how we don't have a lot of that. Pretty sure last time we just took the money when we had a similar situation when we defeated Fat Fred. But we're doing okay on the gold front. Might almost prefer this, or I have no idea what the necklace does. Let's take a gamble here and go with the necklace.
The necklace.
Here.
I'm guessing it's just a valuable necklace that we would sell. Is it worth more than 150 coins? Maybe, maybe not. We wear it. We can't even wear it. I'm very offended. Also love to sell some of our stuff that is now clogging up our inventory.
What's this? I
which I'm not really sure we can do here. But I am also wondering, can we fight some of these other guys, namely like a tough fist fighter? Or access the chest directly behind him?
Greetings, Whitey. Got money? Wanna fight?
Oh, okay. For a second I thought our only option was going to be farewell, and I was like, no. I mean, he is supposedly a tough fist fighter. Just how tough, we're about to find out. I'm assuming he's going to go up to at least as much of a bet as the guy we just faced.
No way, not me.
Really? Alright, you surprised me a little bit there.
Greetings, Whitey. Got money? Wanna fight?
Question is, how much money do you have? There we go.
Should be an interesting fight.
This guy supposedly is a tough fist fighter, and therefore should be far and away the most difficult one that we've faced thus far. One would assume.
You fight like a lass.
We shall see, though. I might have done that one too quickly. Alright, but it's always an issue when you get some momentum going in the wrong direction. Okay, we took you out almost immediately, though. Did not take many punches. I mean, he did get that string together, but he had very low HP. Offensively better than the other guy, yes.
Bad. It's no shame losing to the white-haired one.
Okay. Anyone
Who wants
else?
to get slapped?
Always. Always this guy. And always that line. Okay.
I barely escaped some creatures last night.
Do we not take these? I guess we can. I like this music too. I think. Oh, well, you know what? We actually. Oh.
Well, well.
Hold on.
Swords on your back, white hair. You ran away from a circus?
No, still a member. But I hear they're looking for you.
Sharp tongue. Good fella. What can I get you?
So, admittedly, I was assuming that the other guy with a name sitting at one of the tables over there was probably our guy. But given what happened in the outskirts, it certainly could be the case that the actual bartender or innkeeper, whatever this guy's title actually was, could be very involved. But what I was actually thinking was that I'm pretty sure we've gained 1, if not 2, maybe even 3 levels, and we have not been able to allocate those skill points yet, so being able to spend the night there might be very helpful to make ourselves more powerful, and in addition, we were just complaining about how little inventory space we have. So, one might use this opportunity to stash some stuff. What kind of stuff, you ask? I don't know. Used books that we'll just end up selling at some point? Maybe? Other than that... Potentially some crafting materials. We do have flint stockpile, but do we have more than we need? Probably. I don't know if we should put the contracts away. I don't remember if we still need those after having already activated them. I mean, that's not a ton of space that we just created, but something. Okay, let's put you away, since that's more than a full stack. No idea what this does. Did see it last time. Could stockpile some of our weaker alcohols. Looks like that's something that we did start to do. As just sort of a safety net. Not a high value item, but the type of thing that in a pinch could prove very useful. We are well and truly out. And I think that maybe as much as we need to get rid of. Okay, For now, I'd like to stay the night, if you don't mind.
Damn
Last...
it. Whatever you do, don't bet on the boxing. It's rigged. What do you want?
I'll let you know, we may or may not have successfully engaged in some of that boxing. Bets and all. But last time cost us 5 orns for basically nothing. I'm assuming it's probably going to be more here.
Rooms.
5 orans.
Just 5. Basically pennies. Okay. Let us see. Cancels last. Okay. Just the undo button. How many do we have? 10? Wow. And once we reach level 15, we start to get the silver ones, and I don't know what level we are. Well, it looks like, actually, we may be very close. Or rank 10. Okay, so we still have a ways to go. Little ways to go. But I remember, yeah, a lot of this stuff actually requires mutagens, which we don't have. It's not at the moment. Alcohol intoxication is less. Poison resistance is better. Draw from places of power more often. I'm thinking we might want to start to dip into the sword stuff a bit. But we do still have these signs. Did do a little bit of last time. Has a chance to stun? That seems like that could be very useful. Knockdown as well. Out of curiosity. Just increases the angle for the most part. And again, knockdown, stun. Okay. Yeah. So it's not like it's changing anything dramatically with these. So let's take a look at the stances, because I'm not sure we've looked at these at all. Bleeding, that could be helpful. Damage. Geralt has less than 15% vitality. Bloody Rage. That has happened to us more often than I would like to admit. Tends to be in difficult encounters, so, I mean, it's certainly useful. 40% is a lot. That sounds very good too, though. Yeah. Let's just take a... So, let's take a general look at what the strong stance, fast... strong stance, fast stance, group stance, what all those things do. So, strong stance looks like it's, not so surprisingly, damage, first and foremost. Bleeding, armor reduction a little bit, attacking twice a little bit. Yeah. Fast stance might be a little bit different from that. Pain. I don't entirely remember what that does. Damage. Again, pain. Only when your opponent has less than 25% vitality. Huh. This one was when we have less than 25, right? Yeah. This is like the... You're losing. You're the underdog fight. This is the... You're the favorite fight. Or style. Pain again. Damage again. Again, when your opponent is near death. That means you could actually deliberately change your stances throughout the fight, not based on the type of enemy, but just based on where they are in terms of how much life they have and where you are in terms of how much life you have. And that's maybe an interesting thought. Group steal. Slice hit? Does that just mean we have better accuracy, or does that mean that's actually a special type of hit that does more damage or something? Great. Damage. Knockdown when we have multiple enemies. That does seem really useful. This is the lowest damage version, which we think we knew that. But I think this would be a great way to bail us out on a few occasions. Having the ability to knock down some of the enemies that are surrounding us. Yes, it doesn't deal a ton of damage, but then that might give us the ability to switch to a different stance, then go into a little bit more of a single target mode and try to quickly take one of the enemies down before everyone else gets back up. So I do like this a lot. We have a lot of points to go through, so I think we may even be able to do number 2 of this. Do it for the silver sword as well. Assuming these are the same, more or less. Yeah. Okay, so we have 4 left. That was a lot of points we just spent, but I'm okay with that, I think. We have a preference in terms of fast or strong. We use the group stance a lot, because it seems like more often than not we're attacking multiple enemies simultaneously. But... maybe... does that prove things? Does it usually consist of just 1 blow? This is increasing it from 1 attack to 2 attacks? In which case, it's probably pretty significant. Or do we already have 2 attacks, and it's really just the damage that we're increasing here, in which case maybe it's not so great? I think we could do strong steel 2, fast steel 2, strong silver 2, fast silver 2. Seems like this is sort of the fundamental one that you take. It may not be the best short term, but it opens up more options to you long term. Oh, and we do need to meditate at least for an hour, which I think I'm fine with because it is 7 a.m. So, sure. Still gonna be the middle of the day. Or morning. Not even middle of the day. And still. That dog did freak me out for a second there. Okay, so, theoretically, those fights would have been even easier. Well, maybe a little bit. I mean, we did pick things that were not necessarily directly related to fist fighting, but you know what I mean. Okay, so there is a chance that the innkeeper does have more information for us that actually relates to our quest, but I think I'm assuming this is our guy.
Geralt, it's been ages.
Or apparently we already know.
I couldn't believe Zoltan when he said you'd returned.
Really?
Monroe. Exiles
Of
to war.
course.
You, Sultan, and I helped them. You must remember.
How's life?
Can't complain.
Person who I totally remember.
Slow job.
Totally remember.
As a bouncer.
That's slow.
The guests settle things between themselves. It's a quiet place. Birds don't ever shit in their own nests.
Alright. You say so.
Anyone play dice here?
I play professionally, I'd say.
Care for a game?
No offense, but I play professionals.
Oh.
Play Carmen in the brothel across the way. You might also practice with Zoltan.
So we're not good enough for you, is what you're saying. Still considered a novice. Huh. So it seems like there actually is a quote-unquote official, well, yeah, there's like an official status where we are technically branded as a novice at the moment. I wonder if it's the same case for fist fighting. Can we actually fight you now? No. I mean, we have done a lot of fighting. And we did take down the tough fist fighter. I don't know if it is based only on the most difficult person that you've succeeded against, or if it kind of accumulates over time. Each time you take someone down, you increase your score a little bit. It seems like for all this stuff. Well, hold on. Gambler over here, maybe? I'm gonna say, not a lot of action here. Not a lot of stuff that actually has led to us figuring things out that directly affect our quest. But this guy, I think, is actually, as it turns out, the one we're looking for. This is really what we want to know. I mean, yes, maybe gambling, sure, but
Silver sword
mostly this.
mean anything to you?
Why do you ask?
I don't have time for chit-chat.
Take no offense.
Where did you get the sword?
I want it from a gardener.
Where can I find him?
The garden at St. Lebioda's hospital.
Okay.
Let me have a sniff.
What's this?
If you say so. Did briefly stop by the hospital before, but they didn't let us in, so Wasn't really much we could do. Hello, many thugs that are surrounding us at the moment.
Should I mug someone, Connie?
Please don't say, should I mug someone, as you're standing right next to me. Okay, so we supposedly are supposed to play you at dice. Let's just not pay attention to what you were just doing. I'm not sure I like the direction this might go in, but seems like the closest thing to potentially leading to playing dice.
Any unusual entertainment on offer?
Some clients like to play dice at the same time.
There we go. See?
Interested?
Maybe someday.
Nice to see you.
Excuse me? I did want to do that. Okay. So, I'm sure we're going to end up losing. Can always play poker with Carmen, okay. Yeah, so we're going to keep this low stakes at the moment. Did get, oh, actually 2 pair. For real. I mean it this time. And so did you. We got exactly the same rolls. Except, you have a 1 and I have a 3. Don't know if you'll actually use that as the tiebreaker. So, I mean, we're more or less tied at the moment. It's going to come down to what we reroll there, so I'm not going to throw anything else in just yet. Gonna reroll this. I mean, technically, if we rolled something bad, then that could make our assortment of dice worse, but I think we'll be okay. Yeah, full house now. Nice. Would have been better with the 6, of course, but whoa, you rerolled everything? Nice, okay. Maybe we should have gone putting more in, but I don't understand why she rerolled so many things there. Another 2 pair. Very lucky. Not a great 2 pair, but a 2 pair no less. Alright, I believe 2 pair is better than 3 of a kind, but I may be wrong about this. I think we had this situation come up once in the past, but I no longer remember. So I'm just going to keep it simple. I mostly just want to beat her for the sake of beating her, because it seems like we need to do that in order to move on, being able to face better professional players. I mean, does it do anything for us? Oh, good. Alright, you did have 2. Oh, you have 4. That's definitely better. Yep. Okay. Comes down to this now. This round. What can we do? We got a whole lot of nothing. Almost a straight. But as I was saying before, I don't know if that actually counts for anything. You've got nothing. Thank you for reminding me. Okay. So we could theoretically try to hold on to something here. And say like, oh, well, let's try to get a 6 pair. Or a pair of 6s. But I think it's better to just start from scratch and re-roll everything on the assumption that we will hopefully get at least a pair of something. She just has a pair of 2s, which is not great. And of course, we did get 2 6s out of that, so... Of course, no way of really knowing, was our 6 the one that would have stayed and given us a full house? Yes, the last dice, the one that we did not get a 6 or 1 out of, was the one that didn't turn into a 6 or 1. Pretty sure I just explained that in circular logic. The one that was a 6 in the first round was the one that was not either a 6 or 1 in that last round. So if we kept it a 6, then we would have had a full house. That's what I mean to say. I'm not sure if that actually transfers over from round to round like that, but we did win. Should look for another opponent. Okay, I don't know if we are technically still a novice by that metric then. Professionals do not play novices. They're just too good for me. And it seems as though we are still considered novice here. And it seems here that, again, Butterbean was kind of the quote-unquote scripted enemy for us to go up against in the fistfight. Opponent for us to go up against. And I don't think fighting any of those other guys is going to make a difference. It's not going to raise our reputation. Is that the brothel, in which case I'm not going to go in, or is it something else? It is something else. Probably going to be a locked door. It is not a locked door. It is saving. I am concerned. I was expecting us to get attacked by something. It is, of course, still the upstairs, so who knows what we will find up here. Suspiciously empty. Alright, I strongly suspect we will be back here at some point. A much more meaningful thing to do. I suspect. Okay. So, we are heading back up to the hospital for
fire fill my heart.
something else.
I should give him an
Order armor?
Are you the one Siegfried spoke of?
Maybe.
Siegfried, the knight from the sewers?
It is you. That cockatrice troubled us for ages. I heard it was a hard fight.
She was young and fell quickly.
What's your business?
I mean, I'd love to sell you the trophy, because apparently that's valuable to some people, and I'm not sure it's doing anything, just hanging around with us.
When did you join the order?
But we'll get a little more
A while
information
ago.
on this guy,
My
because he seems to
father
know
was an
Siegfried.
armorer, and I after him.
What does the order do in Vizima?
We help fight the plague, keep the peace, and fight monsters.
Plenty of work.
We protect the people and bear the light of the eternally flaming rose.
Will you sell me your wares?
Siegfried's friends are always welcome. If you want to buy something, speak to my apprentice. I handle forging and special orders.
Okay.
Bye.
Alright, do you have anything we might want?
sir. Can I help?
You the smith's apprentice?
Sir, I sweep up, fire the furnaces, run the shop.
Can I have a look?
As you wish.
Alright. By any chance, do you have anything of note? Whoa. That's expensive. But looks as if it's quite good. Compared to our minus 5% damage received, this looks comparatively much, much better. Battle flail? That's pretty cool. That'd be awesome to get. Yeah, so some of these items, we do have that heavy weapon slot. I was gonna say, these tend to be the items that we seemingly are not able to pick up whenever we see them drop, because we're only allowed to put them directly in one of these slots and not in our satchel. So I'm a little hesitant to jump straight in on buying them. What is this? Piece of blue meteorite that can be used by smith to forge a sword. Need 3 pieces of meteorite to reforge a sword. I don't know. Okay, I'm not sure we really have anything that we could realistically afford, although it does help us determine what we might have in terms of longer-term goals. That's the detective's house. Oh, this is the sewer. I probably should have checked the map here, but you have anything, so I'm going to talk to you.
Greetings, sir.
Greetings. Who are you?
A shoe shine? Clean that muck off your boots for just 2 orens?
I'm suspicious, but out of curiosity, because I think you're potentially going to try to steal from us, or maybe this is just a bribe for other things. Let's see.
First journey to Vizima?
You could say that. Tell me about it.
We've some heavy issues here. There's a quarantine because of the plague. Squirrels are fighting the order. Monsters breed in hundreds, and we struggle with bandits.
And we
As
can't
one
even
last
stay in the
song,
frame.
Vizima's like a brothel on fire.
Whoa, lots of stuff.
Tell me about the plague.
The plague pushed the king to establish a quarantine, which plagues the merchants. Old Vizima was sealed off. Unfortunately, townsfolk are falling ill here. They bundle them off to Lebioda's hospital.
Hello, other person.
I'm interested in bandits, but not the ordinary kind.
Something odd there. They operate with brutal but effective force, mainly at night. Their goal remains unclear.
Okay.
Tell me more about the Order and the squirrels.
The Scoia'tael wage a guerrilla war outside town. The Order of the Flaming Rose replaced the Special Forces. Hatred for non-humans grows daily. You needn't be psychic to see something evil's afoot.
Okay.
I'm looking for witches' jobs.
Not sure you're gonna have any, but maybe.
No trouble finding work. Ask merchants. There's also trouble at the graveyard.
Have heard that. Okay.
Anything worth seeing?
We boast merchants, an alchemist, a large hospital.
This is true.
You don't talk like a shoeshine.
Everyone hides skeletons in the closet. Let me tend to your boots. I've bored you long enough.
Shine your shoes?
Okay. A useful informant. At the very least. This... I recognize this place. This is where we fought the dwarf last night. Okay. We don't have a good enough mental map yet of the city. I know it's fairly small, actually, but this, I believe, is the hospital. Assuming we would talk to you.
No passage.
I'm going inside.
Disease patients inside. I'll not have you spreading the pestilence.
I still don't know that we have anything here.
Farewell.
Remind me what it was? Which quest it was? That we wanted to go here for? Oh, the gardener specifically, okay. Might not be him.
How strange.
How strange, indeed. Herald? News guy?
To the gallows with the squirrels!
Tell me more.
Anyone who assists the sons of bitches or who
Excuse
otherwise
you?
commits treason against the kingdom shall be handed to the hangman and end their life on the gallows.
Okay. That. Alright, do we have this quest actually marked at the moment? What is this? These are the little girls, who I don't think we can actually protect in the middle of the day. So let's mark this. Ah, okay. It's actually a little stand off to the side. I didn't realize that. Except... Oh. Well, I mean, I know what happened here last time. Where is this person? I'm very confused. Theoretically, right here? Do not understand. Ah, there you are. Nowhere near your quest marker, of course.
This hospital garden demands a caring hand.
Does
You
it
seem
now?
to like what you do.
Like it. I love plants and know them well. I spent my life dealing in bloodshed. Now's my chance for peace and quiet.
Bloodshed?
It's no point of pride, but I long earned my living as a mercenary.
Because mercenaries
Those times
often
are
go
behind
into
me now,
gardening
and I
when
am
they
content.
retire. I'm interested in silver swords. This too, though. Maybe we lead with this, and then go
I'm
to the
here
silver
about to
sword.
notice.
You look like a warrior. Care to kill Echinops for me?
Certainly.
Bring their thorns as proof.
Okay. That doesn't really tell us
Look
anything
how
we
they
didn't already know. I am curious. Okay, it's mostly just the herbs themselves. I was wondering if they might have had books. that could have potentially told us about some of the plants here that we see some that we can't pick. But learn a little more about this guy, because it seems like he knows a little more than he's letting on.
When Melitelli decides my time has come, I will go happily.
Tell me about your mercenary days.
Bring me a morsel to eat and we'll talk.
I mean, I do have a morsel, I'm pretty sure. Of some variety, at least. I mean, how picky are you? Dried fruit work? Also, no longer have a good sense of what is valuable in this area.
Delicious. Amazing how honest toil can stir the appetite. Thank you, Witcher.
You were saying they asked for roses in it? Mostly the information.
Saying.
During the war, I served as a mercenary under Pretty Kitty herself.
Whoever that is.
You've heard what a warrior she was.
I mean, of course.
Woman.
Strong women. Nothing on this earth like them.
Too true. We could take on anyone. I saw half the world as a member of Pretty Kitty's corps of mercenaries. We even went to Zerrikania.
That's really far.
It was hell. Hot as an
I'll
oven,
take your word for it.
and humid as a bathhouse. We massacred the natives while Zerrikania massacred us. They have flies there that creep up your nose at night and lay eggs.
Didn't need to know that. No one needs to know that. No one needs to know that.
Died thus. There were also diseases, venomous spiders and snakes, and many other afflictions I can't even name.
Yeah.
I even saw a striped horse. After almost 8 months of fighting the jungle, we had to retreat. Impossible to win a war if you can't locate your enemy. It was the only defeat Pretty Kitty ever suffered.
Interesting story. Thanks.
Look how they grow.
Okay, but now... Oh, we could, I mean... Continue our quest.
Play dice?
Not so often anymore.
To face everyone at dice.
Now that the women are less willing.
Let's go for it. Okay, what do we have here? A whole lot of nothing, it looks like. We got 3 threes. So, not gonna bet anything. And erase. We give him the first round. Yeah, we could have rerolled, but I don't think we're gonna beat 3 threes. Oh, do we actually? Oh no, okay. We are starting a new round from scratch, okay. Just making sure there. Okay, got a pair of 3s. That's something to start with. Did get a pair of 5s, which is obviously a little better. So we'll stay in this one. But we will re-roll everything other than the 3s, of course, and hope for something a little bit to either build off of or just contribute to... Oh, 3 threes. Alright, looks like we won. Nice. So we just need to win this round now. Tiebreaker. Oh, 3 4s now. Okay. And you got 3 6s. And snake eyes. Of course you did. So, there are very few ways in which we could win this. We could try to get all 4s, which is what, a 1 in 36% chance? 1 in 36 chance, I should say, not percent. But, or we could re-roll everything except for the 6. And then the math is a lot more difficult to calculate there, because we could get 3 6s and any pair that's better than Snake Eyes. Or we could get 4 6s, and no, I still think that would beat it. Yeah, so it'd have to be 3 6s and some other pair, which, I mean, that seems even less likely, maybe, although I'm not sure. So, I mean, either way, he certainly has the advantage. I think I'm gonna go trying to keep the 4s. Oh my god. What were the chances of that? Well, I mean, we know it was 1 in 36, but apparently we got that 1 in 36 chance to work in our favor. So, cool. Did not expect that to happen. But now for the thing that we actually came here to talk to you about.
Look how they grow.
This one.
I'm more interested in silver swords.
I knew one of you would come by eventually.
You lost it playing dice?
I was sure I'd win. Beware the sharp one plays well.
Where's the sharp one?
Where did you get this sword?
5 years ago there was a battle near Brenna. When the dust had settled, our men had beaten the Nilfgaardians. We ceased to call ourselves an imperial province that day.
You captured the sword during the battle?
Yes, it was Witcher Cohen's. A strapping fellow and a rare breed. Not very talkative, mind you.
Like most of us.
I gave my word the sword would find
So it
another
isn't a
Witcher.
coincidence.
As he lay dying, he mumbled about teeth and destiny. Then he laughed at his own death.
Yet you lost it gambling?
I kept it hidden for 5 years. I lost hope I'd ever run into another Witcher. Miss Shani knew Cohen. She works at the hospital.
Thanks.
Good luck on the path.
Alright, that was
Godspeed.
surprisingly helpful. I did not expect for you to give us a straight answer. And Shawnee, I mean, we tried to track her down a while ago, but of course, we all know how that ended. So, with that, I think that is probably a good place for us to wrap things up for this video. We managed to gamble our way successfully with a couple of people, and we're starting to learn a little bit more about the city as a whole. I'd say maybe we spent a little bit of time, a little bit more time reading, a little bit more time gossiping than usual, but that probably means that we are due for a fair bit of action. So we'll have that to look forward to next time, so I'll see you then.